Hello, my name is Jacob Ballard, and this is my video blog for Module 4. And with this topic, digital identity, it's very interesting to me because I have an online alias known as RefMadMovieMax, and I'm also Jacob Ballard on Facebook and Twitter. That's pretty much the main websites that I use is Red Carpet Refs, Facebook, Twitter. And I use them mainly for Red Carpet Refs to share my movie posts, reviews, I cover movie news, I write opinion pieces. That's pretty much the majority of what I do on social media, other than on Facebook, pictures of me and my nephew. I share them before I go to a screening, and I also, my girlfriend takes pictures of us like all the time, and she shares them on Facebook. And on Twitter, I just share my ref posts. I honestly just use it to share pictures of me and my nephews and niece. I have 3 nephews, 1 niece, and pictures of me and my girlfriend, and writing for the refs. But my digital identity, RefMadMovieMax, is a Red Carpet Ref, and I review movies and I say my opinion no matter what the situation is, if it's popular or not. For example, I wrote 7 reasons why Ant-Man is overrated, and that upset a lot of Avengers fans because I said one of the movies was not as good as the others, and that upset a lot of people. But so I say bold, brash things as RefMadMovieMax. I'm a little more empowered because upsetting people is actually a good thing in that situation because it gets more people to read it, and that's one of my most successful posts ever. Reached over 5,000 people and had hundreds of shares, which is a big deal for the ref page. One of the things with this digital identity of myself, I've also done a movie blog before and YouTube videos, and it also helps to express myself by having RefMadMovieMax because I have reached thousands of people now instead of just hundreds. So that's the way that my digital identity has helped me express my movie side more, because before that I could talk to my family and my friends about movies, but not so much other people like very far away. But now I share my ideas and people read them, and some people like it and other people cuss me out and say I'm a moron, basically, but it's all good. One of the similarities the similarities and differences between I am an uncle, and I do try to be the best uncle I can be because my uncle's not always around. And I do try to be the best boyfriend I can be to my girlfriend because she's amazing and I love her. And I even use technology to help with that, with something with her to express my love. I send her Facebook messages, I send her stickers of love faces with the eyeballs where they have the hearts and all that, and I send those kind of things to her throughout the day in GIFs to show her how much I love her, and I look up quotes and send them to her to encourage her throughout her day. I also use technology I went on Shutterfly and I ordered a photo book for my girlfriend, and it's for our engagement. It has pictures of our love story, and I call it Our Love Story because one of her favorite songs is Love Story by Taylor Swift. And it helped me tell our love story for the past 6 months, and to say at the end, will you marry me? So in a way, I've used technology for that as well. And technology affects who we are in the way that Foucault suggested, that it's like a panopticon, and that's to say that you have prisoners in a facility where they're all watched by the guards, and affects the way you regulate your who you are, because you know you're being watched, and also all the time because you're always aware you're being watched. That's one of the reasons why I don't share everything on Facebook. I like to keep some of my own privacy because the pressure of knowing that other people are going to judge you off of who you are all the time, I don't like that pressure. I prefer to just live my life and do the best I can, and how other people judge me is their own deal. So I use technology to share myself as who I am to the best of my extent, but there are differences. For example, I don't mention my faith as much as a Red Carpet Ref or on my Facebook, because my faith journey I prefer to keep mainly to the people I care about through person-to-person interaction. That's what I prefer, because I don't like to share everything with a million people, and sometimes I do when there's something really big going on. But I prefer to just do things in my own way. And to have my own journey. I prefer my privacy. In the concept of the panopticon, I prefer not to have people watching me all the time and everything I do. That's like to have some illusion of privacy. And with also as the refs, I don't share it as much, because my faith as much, because then I worry that it will make people judge my reviews in the wrong way based on their prejudices against other Christians. And also I try to be as balanced as possible, and I only bring what I know of experience from Christianity into it if it's relevant to the actual movie as far as how I review it. It has helped me get a job as a movie reviewer in a way that I wouldn't have been able to before, because otherwise I'd have to work for a paper, and it'd be hard for them to hire me in college for a paper for like the Char Observer, and then I'd have to write about other things than just movies. And it's helped me become a movie reviewer, and it helps me express more parts of myself. And I govern myself on Facebook and social media. I try to keep my behavior as good as possible so that it's not judged wrongly when I try to apply for jobs, because I had friends who have had beer in pictures that have affected how they were hired or not, and who have taken pictures of themselves under the water without any swimwear on with their friends when they were really drunk, and so there are consequences for that, and it's important to self-regulate yourself in that way, especially because hundreds of millions of people use social media websites.